Yeah, I need to turn my mods off. Oof.
I'm gonna yank the Ethernet cord.
Come back.
Hey, listen.
Howdy.
Well, I just got kicked from the game.
Game doesn't like Ethernet cord. So many Thunder Rocks.
I think there was a bushfire near my house.
That's dangerous.
You smell it.
Do you smell it?
I smell it.
The smell.
Smelly
The smelly
smell.
smell. The smelly smell that smells. Smelly.
God damn it. I forgot this one Discord I'm in. We had Toddbot, and so every time I mention Skyrim, Toddbot goes off. And then if you yell at Toddbot, he sends you another emote.
Skyrim.
So this is what it looks like. I'll post
Todd
pictures.
Howard.
It's literally like Toddbot, it's a picture of Todd Howard. And he'll send little emotes if you mention anything like Elder Scrolls related. And you can yell at Toddbot and he'll send you usually derpy or angry emotes.
That's funny.
Currently it says he is playing Skyrim for the Samsung fridge.
For the Samsung fridge.
Yep.
That's awesome. Will my GPU regen in time for me to get...
It's the
Thunder
stupidest bot
Rocks.
because he doesn't do anything except pop up every time you talk about Skyrim. Or insult Todd Howard.
Sorry, Jen, your GP regen in time for what?
For this node so I can get Thunder Rocks.
I have a couple hundred rocks if you need them.
Nah, it's cool. It regened in time. You reduce them and you get 11 strike 8 of sand.
Oh.
Alright, well, that's it for that node.
Just waiting on you, Violet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even... like, not paying attention. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Oh, good.
Oh, we're all here.
I just didn't know the party was up.
That's fine. Where is Froost?
It's really jet.
There's a player on 14 called Todd Howard that drives around in the Regalia and he gives you faded copies of Oblivion.
Get me out.
No, it's fantastic.
You need to go spicy.
Still think my favorite is when Death Stranding came out and someone made a Midlander that looked like Norman Reedus, named Norman Reedus, and he walked around with a Lala who wore basically like underwear and it was flesh colored, and he named himself the Funky Fetus. It was the best. I gotta find the picture again. It was so good. And they just ran around as Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus.
It's like a cartoon.
It was so good though.
I'm just gonna hit this.
Okay. The queue has popped. So I hope you are ready.
Here, I'll post some pictures. I found it.
Someone all tabbed. Okay, there we go. Whoever that was like waited for the last second, like ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gave me a dance partner even though there's a monk. I feel loved.
Okay. I need another look at the uptime strat for.
Oh, so we're giving that a go?
I think is what we decided is what at least what Lydian wanted to try. Lydian wants to
Yeah,
try
let's
at
give
least.
the uptime strat a try because it's easier on the heels and it's uptime.
You guys are probably
How exactly is it easier on the heels?
because we're all closer together.
Yeah, and I've noticed that on the polls.
Theoretically shouldn't matter because every video of clears of this that I've watched, after the initial AoE and we get topped off, you should not need healing until the mechanic is entirely done. And if you die anywhere in there, it's because somewhere, somehow, somebody did something wrong.
I'm 90% sure that's wrong because like the knockback does a decent amount of damage, and then you're taking the flare and like tickled by the other one, and like that was enough to kill me. And like I went over the logs and I was like pretty damn sure that was what was getting me last time.
All I know is I've done it several times where after topping everybody off and putting shields on everybody, I've not healed myself until the mechanic is over. And been fine. And every video I've watched, I've like stared at the HP bars during that mechanic, watched for heals happening, and I've not seen any. In fact, I didn't see any mitigation at all, except for maybe somebody hitting something like Tactician or something. I can't actually see that. But like, there was no bubbles on the ground. There was most of them. Nobody even shielded the group.
Okay. So I'm gonna try Let's try the.
And if you want to do that strat, that's fine.
let's
Just kind of being honest and saying like, don't do it because it's quote unquote easier on the healers.
let's
Because they
try doing the normal strats if we can. I'm gonna save all my mitigation for that, and I'm gonna pop everything when that happens. And if it doesn't work, then we'll do uptime strat. Does that sound good?
Let's try it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
So Kalia, you and I should still do the thing we talked about where we split ourselves.
Who's going where?
Depends on who gets what mechanics.
So if you have the debuff, you go to the normal south or east, wherever you have to, and if you don't get the debuff, then you go with the other group. It's the opposite. Just for her and I.
If you get the circle, go with the other group for them, for heroes. Just making sure I'm understanding that.
To get the circle, do opposite.
You sure your food?
But it's just Kali and I who have to do something.
Well, the tanks also have to.
Well, Kali and I are the only ones doing something different.
Tanks don't have to go.
Oh, wait, no.
Fools, you would stoke the fires of conflict.
Back.
Shall freeze.
Tanks on 2.
Tank 2.
Oh, that's gonna be rough.
Yeah, that's not gonna. Like, they have to be in the right spot.
Yeah. Okay, reestablishing. Tanks, healers, 2 and 3. DPS 114.
Like backwards from
From
my
light
ramper.
Yeah.
So if you get a circle, not we switched it back. DPS are 1 and 4 now.
Maybe we should make it consistent.
Which is why we're gonna.
We're doing it that way because because the healers need to be in specific places. It's easiest to set it up for them and then everyone else position around them.
Okay.
DPS
Yeah.
are 1 and 4. Yes. Oh, Frost is not in the call.
If we do it tanks at 1 and healers at 4, then we need to change the directions, like where we're going afterward. So healers would need to go east or south, and tanks would have to go north or west.
Just
Which
do
is
it
why-
this way.
Which is why we're sticking with 2 and
So either one.
3. Yes, they are 1 and 4.
Fools, you would stoke the fires of conflict.
Going
west.
east and west.
Oh, that's too close.
That's my fault.
Shatter. Focus. You would stoke the fires of conflict. Shatter.
Front.
Shall freeze.
North and south. My triangle.
Missionary. Okay, that's what's killing me.
Shatter.
Back. Frosty might have been clipped by an AoE, I think that's what happened. I'm gonna need bigger hit. I don't have anything else. Yeah. That was with Shadow Wall, so I need TBN and like other than that.
Okay.
The
See how
light
big it
shall usher in peace.
Yeah.
Behind.
Such impudence.
Out.
Out.
Sprint.
Light
And we're all gonna die.
consume you.
Ow! Okay.
So I can confirm on that poll, I
Yeah.
did not heal myself until after the flare, and I did not die from it.
Yeah.
And I forgot to use my food, so I'm gonna use it now.
Sorry, there's just
Okay.
mechanics.
Yeah, I got clipped by the AoE puddle.
By the frozen. By the
Yeah.
Yeah, that time I was taking like no damage from the knockback, so
So the circles that hit you do a very trivial amount of damage, and the knockback itself does a very trivial amount. So when you get like clipped by a bunch of things, it starts adding up. I'm sorry if I sounded like I was being a jerk earlier. I didn't actually mean it. It's just
I get it. You're the healer
It's-
here, so you would know what's best for you.
yeah, like sometimes it's. Yeah, I know you guys don't mean it that way, but sometimes when we talk about mechanics like that, it sounds like it's Callie and I's fault that it's working out. So I get slightly defensive. I
Nah, that
apologize.
wasn't on you, Kalia.
That wasn't
got
on you,
clipped.
Kalia. Ross got clipped by something.
Yeah. I died to the. I got clipped
And-
by the puddle because I had heavy and couldn't move out of it in time.
So whoever has the puddle baits DPS, they book it so no one else gets it.
I think. Also, if it helps, if all the puddles are right, you could probably just stand on that center line right in front of me. I can't get too close because I'll pull the boss. But if you see it, I'm talking about this, but on the inner circle.
I have a quick question. The circles that form on the outside, they always form the safe spot first, and then the inner cardinal, and then the other optional cardinal. So, like,
It's
if
not
the south is the safe spot, does it form C, and then 3, and then B? And
the circles on the
Other side?
outside?
yeah.
Oh, no, they form C and A if north and south is the same spot.
The question is like, do
But
they always go clockwise, or can they go anti-clockwise? I think.
Yeah. Or does it, so like the south side, is it like C, and then the inner cardinal where 3 is, and then B, or does it like C, B, and 3, or no?
I honestly don't know that.
Because the people who have the baited puddles, it's super easy to tell who you are, because you are the only DPS who don't have to do anything until after the knockback. So you won't have the puddles. And so if they do go clockwise, we could theoretically identify a safe spot where you could stand and use knockback prevention, and then you're not anywhere near anybody. And you can go off whatever direction you need to go off to bait the puddles.
Although DPS do
Does that
have
make sense?
Yeah, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, DPS do have cap closures.
So I think the problem with that is like, I don't know if we would be able to do that until we can like be absolutely sure that the marker's going to be in place exactly where they need to be every time.
Well, yes. That
Like,
is.
that's the big problem with
That's the
that.
catch-all with this mechanic.
And I mean, there might not even be a safe spot that exists that's like that. That's why I was asking about the puddles and how they formed.
Yeah, I get it. And to be honest, Violet, I feel the same way whenever someone
That's why I was saying what we should do is like have the people with the puddles go towards the like after the knockback. People with the puddles go towards the back, and everyone else like start running towards the center. And that will give you sort of like the best chance of avoiding the puddles while also.
Lydian, you can reprisal the first AoE. I'll save it for the big hit.
Okay, I did that last build.
Got it. Gonna hit the countdown. Okay.
I suppose it helps if I summon my pet.
It really does.
Not according to that one lecture in our raid. I was like, who needs the pet? You know?
It needs an opener.
I certainly know.
Back. Oh.
Super maximum.
Right. I just damn
Shall freeze.
East west. I got it. Oh. Both players are over here. Yeah, that'll kill us.
Hey, but both puddles moved out of the way this time.
So yeah, that's the time when we need it's basically. Are we trying to keep like a healer going?
Southward.
Are we trying to keep a healer going the opposite side, or
Yeah.
like a healer on each side, or are we just gonna have them both go the same direction?
We'll do.
We can probably do
Well-
same direction.
Theoretically, like I said, there doesn't have to be any heals until after
Yeah,
the
like if you-
explosion. But we split up, and it kind of adds a little cushion because probably we'll have an instant heal we can throw after we get them back.
It just means then that like the
Pretty dumb.
healer needs to go with the slow tank and the tank
Yeah,
needs to
and
go
that
with
was
the slow
part of my
healer.
fault because I baited my puddle at 3, and then I moved over to between 1 and 3, and then it like dawned on me like, oh wait, I'm the opposite this time. And I was
Well, no,
moving
see that like
over when I got to the knockback.
that's why you're standing at 3 is so that you can do that. Like that's the whole purpose of why we have the healer and the tank in those corners, so that the slowed ones have the least far to run.
And to effectively split up Ollie and I, we would have to change what directions go. I think.
So
Because if I'm going to be the one with the heavy, Talia will be the one who has the flare, and so we would have to change like where the tanks and healers who have the flare go in order to split us up. Then that might be
Yeah,
changing
that's-
too much.
That's like the question is, do you want to do that, or do you want us to like stick with both healers go south and west, and both tanks go north and east?
Well, let's just stick together, and I will make a conceited effort to put Sacred Coil to wherever the other group is going to get punted to, and then
I think
cross our fingers
if
and see
it's,
what happens.
as long as it's like if you can drop it in the center so that like Heaven Strike doesn't do any damage, it shouldn't be.
Well, that first AoE is not a big deal because I usually emergency tactics sucker indomitability, and I'm sure Talia throws a heal or two too, and everybody's topped off by that. As long as
It's
people
the-
are like
it's
stacking
one-
the AoEs on each other.
It's mostly the knockback. Like the knockback and then being topped off from the AoEs. Because I know it hasn't been doing much damage this run because we've been like doing more about it, but I've seen in the logs when it's been doing like 40 to 50k.
I
think,
think
like,
that
as
if
long
you
as-
think that's more helpful.
I think it would be more helpful if you just dropped it in the middle for. Actually, if you put it in the middle, would it reach all the people taking the
Circle.
AoE?
It should. It has a 30 radius.
it's pretty big.
Because I think it might be
it-
better if you like.
I think it might be the size of that circle that's on the inside.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking it might be good if you could drop it like so that they can soak the damage, or it sort of softens the damage from those circles and then softens the damage from the knockback.
Okay. I didn't count down.
You would stoke the fires of conflict. Shatter!
Back.
I saw her do her move, and for a second I thought it was the mirror.
That's a sign.
Shall freeze! Shatter.
Run. Jesus Christ.
The light shall usher in peace.
FBI?
Away.
Such impudence.
Out.
This thing got no here.
I've got one pin, that's perfect balance running out.
Light consume you.
Alright. Thanks for on one this time.
DPS 2 and 3.
Check your orb. Oh, I fucked up. My bad. I forgot to rotate, sorry.
It's okay, I accidentally clipped the orb.
Okay. Does anyone need a refresher and what to do if you have the orb?
Rotate clockwise and then keep going.
Be back 1 second.
So wait. Do orbs stand close and get the
Yes.
wave?
Orbs do the
Okay.
earth shakers.
Got it. I got it now. Okay. I think I went the wrong direction.
I know I did. So. Also, the only reason I died in the frost thing was because I moved too early to dodge the puddles. So I got hit by the first puddle and the diamond frost coming down. So
Right.
that was my bad.
It's fine. We're all getting that thing down.
I'm trying to get this. Well, I'm just saying that's why I was dead.
For consistency's sake, how do you feel about changing the order so that it's our diamond frost positions? Tanks 2, yours 3, DPS 1 and 4.
Okay.
I thought that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
We weren't, but we will now.
I thought that's what we discussed we would do at some point. One little thing sort of talking about convenience. After the Diamond Frost resolved, you should try. You should try and adjust the boss so that she's facing the way. So when she does either the second driving or biting, then nobody has to move. If she's gonna do driving, you should just turn around and face the center.
Yeah, no, I got you.
And because it's always the opposite of whatever she does first, you can.
Right.
So are we keeping the numbers for Light Rampant that we had for Diamond Frost?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so then if we don't have the bow tie shape, then tanks and healers switch to 4 minute, correct?
It depends on what shape we have.
If you have a box,
But
1 and 3.
it doesn't matter what number we are. It doesn't matter where you stand. It's whatever shape you make, then you adjust based on the shape. So if it's a box, you do 1 and 3. If it's a hourglass, you do 2 and 3.
Okay. So hourglass, tanks, healers, box, healer, and.
Wait, I thought box it was tank. Oh no, because you guys are 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd just be 1 and 3, and then all 2 and 3. I'm pretty sure is how it works.
Okay, so Ellie and I
Realistically, it doesn't matter
have to-
who stands there. You do it based on the shape that you get. So
Okay. So because Frost joined, I'm gonna repeat that.
Does that
If
make
it's a
sense,
box-
Talia?
Frost. Sorry.
So if it's a box shape, it's 1 and 3
Yes.
switching.
yes,
And if it's an hourglass shape, it's 2 and 3 switching.
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down too.
Yeah, we're doing bow tie.
So drop a Q. box equals
Okay. What's going to need rest now?
plus 3.
I guess theoretically that's a more DPS uptime version of it anyway. Because 1 DPS will... DPS on 4 will never have to move.
Yep.
And there's only a 1 in 3 chance of the DPS on 1 having to move.
2, 3. Okay. I've got that written down. Okay. Here we go.
During like Rampart Zara, you should claim the 4th spot, and if you're lucky, you don't have the orb, just sit there.
Okay.
I am hitting the countdown. So if you get a change, Zara goes to 4, and whoever else has it. Did that. How about you focus
Rampart.
on? How about you focus on your opener and not worry about what we're calling the damn thing?
The fires of conflict. Shatter.
Front.
Shall freeze.
East west.
Shatter.
Back.
Blind.
Gonna transform soon.
The light shall usher in peace.
What?
Yeah. In or out? In.
Impudence.
In.
Light
Okay, here we go.
consume you.
DPS 1 equal.
I have a chain.
Box 1 in 3 swap.
Whoa, okay.
Oh, we got the swap down.
Oh, I think. Oh, I think.
Earthshakers were good.
Wait, no. I think I got hit by 2.
Yeah, I think we were sending the others. Either one of us was wrong. It might have been me.
Which one did I? I had the south one.
Was that an orb mishap or?
Yeah, that was.
Okay.
Okay, that was me going the wrong direction. My bad.
Does it happen right as I was stepping out just a hair to let the orb pass by me?
Okay.
And so I worried that I stepped far enough away to break the tether.
The Earthshakers
I was-
were right because I lived through those. Because those didn't hit.
It was wrong for Jin and I because we shared.
Okay.
And that was bad.
I had the south one, and I was
Yep.
supposed to go. I was supposed to go towards B, right? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I've got it.
Clockwise
Hopefully.
is left.
Clockwise is yeah.
By the way, Sacred Soil is exactly the size of that inner circle there.
There you go. I think we're getting it down just.
This is the heads up of where to stand. We want to stand slightly inside of it. Just a hair.
Clockwise is. Yeah, we know. Are you ready? Okay.
Just thought y'all needed to know that clockwise is in fact the direction of the clock.
Wow, that's fascinating.
You know the alternate name for going counterclockwise?
Clockwise? Oh,
No.
version
Does it
2?
have board in the name?
Wittershins.
What?
That's a weird.
Wittershins is going anti-clockwise.
Call me?
Wittershins. I think it's like a pagan thing.
Hey, we learned.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. That's alright.
Run. Why did she hurt so hard?
Your blood shall freeze.
West?
West.
Yeah.
Shatter.
Back.
In or out?
Away.
The light shall usher in peace.
Wait, no, that's the action.
Such impudence.
And
Or berry.
Light consume you.
This hand. Cross the board.
oh, I fucked up again. What did
The
I?
wrong way?
Okay, hang on.
I
I
think
need
it's
to.
Spicy might have been in the wrong spot there.
I need to refresh myself. If I have B, I just stay at A, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So if you get the orb at A, you go to D. If you get the orb that's at D, you go to C. If you get the orb that's C,
Oh.
you go to B. And if you get the orb that's B, you go.
I mean, you don't
Like
go
in-
that
in
far
that
out.
direction.
You want to go
In that
like where
direction.
A is right now.
Yeah, you
If
want to
your
be.
orb is at B, you'll go to where A is right now, so that you get the cone. Otherwise, the cone hits
Yeah.
the other people.
Point.
Well,
The
I hope
point
the
of the
markers are
snowflake
close
in the
like
center.
What was
The point of the snowflake in the center, right there.
it? Basically, yeah. Like you just need to be
Okay.
in towards the center, closer than the people in the meteors, and they should be kind of a hair back from center of the circle. It should be
Okay,
more than enough.
I know now.
Did I do something wrong there, Lydian?
No, because we both got the chain.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get D,
Stand on the sea.
you go to
snowflake.
C.
No, you got to
You go.
You want to
Oh,
go
yeah, sorry.
one cardinal direction clockwise.
So right here.
Right there.
Not this far
No,
out.
you want to be in farther than that.
Not this far out, by the way. Just like, yeah,
Would be like right there.
right.
Yeah, like
At the point.
You want to be inside her hitbox, basically.
At the point of that snowflake in the middle, right there.
Let's
Where you
just
see.
do this. Just with the markers close. I think that'll work.
Okay, that helps.
whatever gets this through light rampant. Please and thank you.
What were we using the outside markers for? Or is that just for the getting knocked back to the stairs?
That was from.
I think that was more for just like knowing where your orb is, like because before we were doing it where you would go right beside the orb that's on the side opposite yours.
I'm gonna override my my waymarkers for this.
Hey, I can't hear it. Your waymarkers are weird.
Count down.
Yeah, so the way it is now, if you stand on the markers, it should work out.
Yep.
And this is if you do not get a chain, by the way.
And then don't forget, after the cones go off and the orbs are going through the center, if you're the meteor people, you'll want to take a step or two out to let the orbs go past you.
Alright, let's see if we can pass. Orb phase 1.
Also, Lydian, I swear to God, if you ever call a light rampart again, I'm gonna castrate you.
Don't worry, I'm not
Just
gonna
so that you can that.
Okay, you're pushing.
one or four.
Back.
Shall freeze.
West.
Here.
With a crit though, too. Still did 53 ground.
The light shall usher in peace.
Away.
Yay.
Such impudence.
Motherfucker.
Light consume you.
Oh! I don't think people.
I think we're a little awkward.
I think chains broke.
Yeah.
I went in the right direction that time, though. Do you not have the battle flex just set to symbol? DPS are
DPS
2
are
and 3.
1 and 4,
1 and
just
4,
like Diamond
1 and 3.
Thrones. But if you
If
have
you-
to adjust if needed for sort of low time.
If you have it. If you do not have it, my bad. You have a chain. You are 1 and 4. And Zara will perpetually be 4 if she has a chain.
We're going to say like melee at 1 and ranged at 4, and then spicy adjust to get ranged.
I think we're basically saying Zara 4 and everyone else adjust.
More or less.
Yeah.
Zara's
Which is the same
anchor.
idea now.
Zara's anchor!
Oh, it could happen though, where it's like 2 melees.
True.
Yeah.
Well, we had a plan for that too when we were talking about
Yeah, I
the
adjust.
frosting. Yeah, frost
I-
adjusts for the
I
melee.
adjust the Lucine.
Yeah, because that's what we were doing for the other thing.
And of course, like if it's Lucine and spicy.
Then yeah, they just go to their. Yeah.
Literally, the only combination where that changes is
Me and Lucine, and
well, if we're talking, well, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
you and yeah.
I think we're figuring it out. We just need to remember where we're going, and that's all.
yeah.
We would stoke the fires of conflict. Shatter!
Attack.
Your blood shall freeze!
West.
Shatter!
Run.
The light shall usher in peace.
Way.
Such
Out.
impudence! Light consume you!
I was in the wrong spot.
No, Ross had a chain. He was running
Yeah,
around.
I got mixed up.
I got hit by the cone and then I was in the tower.
I was in the right spot thinking I was in the wrong spot, and I tried to adjust to the wrong spot, and then back to the right spot again.
So, something that's kind of good to point out is that if you have the orbs, just go straight to your ABCD. You don't have to
Yeah.
like wander it about, because you actually want it to go straight towards the center so that it's in an easily controllable spot. Because if you just kind of wander about first before you go, and I'm not talking like specifically to you, Zara.
Oh, okay.
I'm just talking about in general.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't want to make it sound like I was.
Oh no, you're good. Cause like I was supposed to go to A, and I went to A, and then I was like, no wait, I'm wrong, and then I went to the wrong letter.
He's repeating it for emphasis because you need to make sure the black mage moves.
That's fair.
Well, so like actually, like if you have an orb, Zara, you can just like zip over to whoever is next to your number and then walk over your letter and walk next to it. Because you actually want it to go straight in towards the center, and it'll naturally kind of curve a little bit towards you. But you want the orbs to pass through the center, because if they're not passing through the center, then you, like the people who have to dodge them in the towers might not have a very clear path. Like we want consistency so that it's you minimize errors.
I also have triple cast in the beginning of that, so moving is not a problem. I just derped and moved to the wrong spot, like an idiot.
I mean, I was literally
I'm just saying
standing,
something.
I was literally standing in between the two people I was chained to, and then it blew up. I thought I had an orb, so I moved to A, and it turned
You
out
probably
no,
want to save. You probably want to save triple cast like after the first towers go off. Because that's when you need to do like a fair bit of movement to get to like.
Yeah, that's when you actually have to hide it a bit.
basically.
Okay.
There's a debuff
But-
that goes on you saying if you have a chain or not.
I was just saying something because I don't know who it was. I didn't get a good look, but I saw somebody kind of like hiding around on the outside.
I think what we've all
And-
been doing with having basically Spicy stand on 1 and Zara stand on 4, like when those mechanics are happening, and then the melee just adjusts around them. That's making it like real easy for me to know where I need to go.
Yeah. Because if I just rotate around 1, I can just kind of.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. The orbs didn't pick us right away.
Yeah, there is a
Take
couple
a
of
second.
seconds.
There's a couple second delay.
Sorry. Oh, did you not want me to start the countdown? Sorry.
No, we're good.
I
already
have a
hit
question.
reputation, so
Oh,
too late.
My question is, what happens after the first Earthshakers? Like-
Then
So if you have the orb, you're going to hide it until it's shrunken a little bit, and then you'll pop
Like,
it.
do we go fuck off, or?
You can.
You want to basically end up east or west.
In theory,
You'll
if you're
wanna-
ranged, you can just kind of.
I can just go fuck off.
Pretty much. As long as you're not near anyone.
You have
Okay,
to take
I'll
the orb
just-
away from everybody,
104.
pop it, it doesn't hit anybody.
Okay.
So it needs to shrink twice.
But if you don't have the orb and you have the towers, you need to kind of back away
This is a
from
terrible
there.
place for us to be, like.
And
Lied to.
But just.
I said front.
We follow
Someone said
the
1
lady.
or 4.
Shall free.
the lady said 1 or 4, and then he said trot thing. Both things went off. Like both calls were made.
North south.
Ooh,
One of
Okay,
those is in
let's
the
go-
middle.
Let's jump off.
you know what? I choose death.
I just watched somebody with a flare just walk off the side casually.
Did they RP block?
I think they might have had heavy. Sorry.
Aw.
okay, Slicey, to properly answer your question, if you have the orb, you'll hide it so you can pop it, and then there'll be a big center tower. It takes 4 people, and if you have 3 debuffs, you'll go into it, and if you have 4, you'll stay away. If you have the towers, after the first tower resolves, you back out just a hair so that the orbs can pass by, and then you'll swing inwards to either south or north, whichever side you're on, stand in a tower that requires 2 people, and then we'll get hit by the cone things again, so you don't want to like stack on each other for that. And then the big one in the center will form, and if you have 3 debuffs, you go in, and if you have 4, you stay away.
I was gonna say, aren't there 2 sets of Earthshakers?
Yes, but
Yeah, it happens after
they
the
come
second
after
tower
the
goes
second,
off.
the second towers, and they're taken by the people in the towers.
And so when you're kiting your orb, so like if I have the orb for A, I'm gonna go to B, the first tower set. After that goes off, I'm gonna head towards 4, coming out to kind of where we are, and then move my way over to like where 3 is, but not exactly where 3 is, like here-ish with 3 is. So
Okay.
you'll end up kind of going 3/4 the way around by the time you're done here.
And
The basic goal is to like drag
Theoretically.
it through like the dead center, and then drag it out of the center without it colliding with everyone. And
But-
the
Theoretically, as long as you end up in the correct quadrant away from everybody, you're totally cool. So like if A, it's the quadrant with 3, and if it's B, it's the quadrant with 1, and if it's C, it's the quadrant with 2, etc.
like no on the ready check if you have any further questions.
I think I
If
found
that's
it.
what I said makes sense.
Also,
I
you
think
don't
I got
have
it
to
for the
get
most part. it's just gonna have to be like me
But
doing.
maybe a better way to think of it is you go to your marker
Okay.
for the first towers, and then drag the orb through the center, and then go to the inner cardinal that's clockwise from you. So like if your orb is at A, you'll stand at B, and then after the cones and towers go off, you'll come like through C towards where we are now, and then you'll
Do I, like-
clockwise to where.
So am I kiting it? Am I kiting it through? Do I kite it through the middle, or am I just?
Yeah.
Do I kite it out?
You kite it through the middle to the outside on the opposite side. So if it starts at A, eventually you're going to get it through the center and on the outside where we are now, and then drag it over to where like the inner cardinal where 3 is, so that you can pop it away from everybody.
Okay.
Okay,
There's basically there's basically like two things to worry about. When the orb is coming into the middle, everyone's on their numbers in the towers, so we have to be aware of that. And then when it's coming out of the middle, north and south is blocked off because that's where people need to be the second set of towers. So you basically just have to adjust for that.
I'm gonna click another ready check. If you have any more questions, click no.
I got it.
I think this is the sort of thing we'll need to like do until we get
Yeah, like after you see it a couple times, I think it'll make a lot of sense.
I think the big thing about what makes Light Rampant prog so hard is as soon as one person fucks up, you can't see anything because the whole screen lights up with the lights, and then everyone's dead.
Yeah, and it's also like you don't have a reliable mechanic you learn. You have to know
Both.
everything basically.
You will stoke the fires of conflict.
It's a good portion of this fight, though. Sadly.
There's no responsibility to fight.
Front to 1.
Excuse me, I'm gonna go hang out on the floor.
Shall freeze.
East west.
Oh my gosh! Don't run the AoEs through the center.
Behind.
Oh wait, all our races are dead.
Yeah, because you ran the AoEs through the center and murdered us.
Oh! Oh!
Okay.
That's good. I'll be back in a sec.
But I wonder what happens if I Shikuchi through the center.
They would probably
The
follow.
puddles follow you to the center, because when you move through the
If
middle,
you
that's
can
exactly
if you can
what they'll
build
follow.
fast enough, it's okay. Like
gonna
on
say-
one of the poles, I just like hit the flares and then I immediately hit shoulder tackle, and so that like the second puddle was dropped right behind her. But you'd have to like you have to be really quick about
The
it.
timing will be important. So you do it before it snapshots for the next puddle. It'll puddle you after you move.
The hell with that. I'm just gonna save my Boudris for that and just run around in a circle.
It'd be probably more beneficial if you run like from left to right,
Yeah,
as opposed to just straight down.
yeah.
This fight is so much shit.
This fight is not as fun on melee as it is on ranged. This fight is rough, Melee.
Apparently someone at our local supermarket was arrested for putting lobsters down his pants.
Let him do it.
What the fuck is wrong with your state?
He kept asking the clerk if he had to pay for these now.
Oh my god. I have tenacity food on, and she still hits for like. She still hits like a truck at the beginning of those Isekai manga. And that she
He's
hits
trying
me
to banish
so
you back to
hard.
the source?
Yeah, she hits me so hard that I go to the 5th shard.
75-year-old man Timothy Lagoga put 12 live lobsters down his pants. Claimed he didn't have to pay for them because his dick touched them, and proceeded to try to walk out the store.
I like his thinking.
This happened at 8:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Caribou, Maine. Great, this is what my state's gonna be known for.
The guy that shoved the guy that shoved like 3 lobsters down his pants.
No, just stupid old people.
Was it?
That's what my state's gonna be known for.
Better compete with Florida somehow.
Yeah, I can't get yes.
The entire East Coast is just nuts. That's what I'm hearing. This shit.
I am surrounded by idiots. My state is full of idiots.
Well, yeah, it's because you're giving away free houses if you move there.
Fair.
I hope I don't jump off on this like I usually do.
It's okay, I've got a Phoenix down on me.
Awesome.
Interesting.
How many lobsters did you shove down his pants?
12.
Oh my god, I thought it was like 3 or 5.
I'm like at once or like in succession?
Yeah.
Giant.
I know. Okay.
The lobsters formed a line and took turns getting into his pants.
Is it like the same lobster 12 times? You just kept putting it back in there?
No, it was 12 different lobsters. He had 12 unique lobsters in his pants. He took them right out of the tank.
That's good to know then, because duplicates are usually bad.
Also, did you guys know that the Manor shirt in Hawk Manor is the same as the Pago shirt, except not dyeable?
That's depressing.
Yeah, they like that. I guess they just decided it's not gonna be like a 1 lobster per pants party.
There's actually a couple here that has the same animation as the Agos shirt in the set. Like there's what is it, Arc Weave or something?
Right, she said she's getting Coco.
I know, that's why I clicked the ready check to see if she was back. Man, we're so close.
When he was arrested and none of the police officers wanted to reach down his pants to retrieve the live lobsters.
Live?
Yeah.
Alive!
Boy was gonna be castrated by a lobster.
Well, Lydian, there's no fun if they're all dead already. I mean, That's necrophilia, I mean, come on.
Why did he do this?
That's necrophilia. I don't know what's worse, necrophilia or bestiality.
He was caught.
Well,
He was
obviously,
caught on
bestiality
camera.
necrophilia is the worst.
Okay, so it's one or the other. Oh my god.
Oh, and the plot thickens. So, in order for him to get inside the tank, he threatened the clerk with a chainsaw and demanded that she open up the top of the tank, and then proceeded to take live lobsters and put them down his pants. I don't understand.
So he gets a chainsaw and threatens her with it. Starts stuffing them down his pants, and then asks, "Wait, do I have to pay for these?"
No,
That's like an incredible thought process right there.
He didn't. He didn't ask if he had to pay for these. He claimed that he didn't because his dick had touched them. I hate.
Oh, is that like the perverted version of licking a cupcake so nobody will take it away from you?
I licked it at this mine. Yeah.
In this case, he rubbed his junk on it, so it's his.
I promise Lucy in America is not completely full of idiots.
Just mostly. Unfortunately.
Why? I don't. It's because it's a lobster that it baffles me so much. That
He'd be
shit
okay
is
with anything else, just specifically the lobster.
That shit is so dirt cheap.
Everything he's okay with. Frost is okay with the whole thing, except for that it's a lobster involved. If it any other animal, it would have been fine.
I mean, okay, if you're gonna threaten someone with a chainsaw and stuff something down your pants, why did you choose something that you could buy for like $3?
Obviously, it's for
Because he
the
spent all his
lobster
money on the
12 set
chainsaw for
bonus.
us. Come on.
Don't you know? Once you have 12 lobsters, you become really OP.
Come on with the
this.
lobster.
I hate this state. I'm moving elsewhere.
Where?
This is rot.
Come to Minnesota, then you can take a shot with me on my 21st birthday.
Dope. You know, I need a shot after reading that.
I'm hitting the
So let's hurry up and clear this this small angry frozen child in the next 45 minutes. We're going straight for clear now.
Yeah, we've been focusing on Light Rampant so much. I actually forgot what happens after that.
I looked at
something else in the axe.
It's mirrors with like side things inside axes.
An axe.
with stacks and kept them.
Why does she hit so hard?
Because she loves you?
I'm so used to growing up. Front. To 2. I love seeing Zara just new.
I'm learning to count cast.
He's learning to count GCDs.
And me too.
Cast time.
He got distracted taking his shoes off.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm still a little stuck on the lobster guy. I won't lie to you.
North, south.
Why does the lobster guy have so much free real estate in your head?
He doesn't mind right now.
Oh, someone placed their marker off. Yep.
Nah, I just moved too early again.
Rip.
It's
Back.
a habit.
Blind. I must have been too far off to the side.
Hey. Help.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start this up and look away. Shame.
The light shall usher in peace.
The not.
Anchor just watching.
Thank goodness.
On a shade. Out. Vietnam on a shame.
Light, consume you.
Alright.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Hang out. Alright, I'm gonna hang out at 1. Wait.
Yeah, I did not get a chain.
This
Oh,
is
cool.
fun. This is good.
Oh, I got a thing. I got an Earth Shaker. I think I was too close. Sorry.
We didn't have
Sorry.
anyone south either. Oh, cool. Either you were too close. Yeah, you need to be at max melee there.
Got it. Sorry, I was so used to having an orb that I...
Well, if you're
Usually
standing
right here.
on your number and everybody else is standing on their letters, you should be fine.
Yeah,
Also, the fucking orbs take a second to hook on you.
yeah.
It's okay though, because you have like 2 to 3 global cooldowns before the actual thing goes off.
Yeah.
You have to move. Or you gotta move. I'm hitting the countdown. Pretty sure this is as close as I can be without pulling it.
Free food if you need it.
I think after this cup of cocoa, I'll have a nice hot cup of tea.
That sounds amazing.
You would stoke the fires of conflict.
Back to 4. Got
Blood shall freeze.
Okay.
east west. Go now.
Me and Lucina. Okay, yeah.
Oh, I fucked
It
up.
worked.
In front.
I fucked up. Sorry. I had heavy. I
Okay,
didn't
does it
mess
you?
up.
Please.
Oh! I shirked too late. I shirked too late. That was on me.
The light
Thea is coming up.
shall in peace.
Look away.
And good watching.
Remember, thanks for just watching. Okay, I'm gonna hang out.
Light, consume you.
Alright, I got the chain,
Box.
the box.
Three.
Okay, let's go.
Oh!
Whoa!
Better.
I think I got hit. I think I got hit by
That was me. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Better.
Sorry,
Better, better, better.
I went the wrong way.
we're still getting
Still
used to
though.
it.
Still, we didn't die in the first second. We got killed after the first hours.
Prog in
Improvements.
seconds.
We're getting there. It's just, we'll see it a few more times, and like
Yeah.
when we come in next week, we'll know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Once it clicks in, Light Rampant, I was about to call Light Rampart, fuck you, Lydian, shouldn't pose us any problems.
Yeah, it's
Now?
just getting used
We
to it.
will be past Light Rampart in no time at all.
Oh my fucking lord.
I'm kind of upset because my cocoa tastes like coffee, and I think it's because my husband left fucking coffee in the Correct, and I'm upset.
God damn it, how come this sounds really good right now? Stop doing this.
I didn't hit unmeant yet, Zara.
Yeah, I was a half second early on the count. My bad.
Zara's eager to murder this small child.
Very.
I mistimed my cast by literally 0.5.
Honestly,
Beat him up and steal her lunch money. Tankard's in the first now.
like, take her
Still
ass,
first.
take her lunch money.
Back to 3.
You can get one health comfortably.
Hey! None of us have damage down. I'm still.
I can
These
fix
autos
that.
fucking hurt me though.
Shall freeze.
Okay, I'm gonna reprisal that, so you can reprisal the knockback and flares.
Haha, chose me.
East west.
Hello.
Oh, I fucked it up!
Where'd that come from?
I'm so sorry!
Front.
Oh wait, what?
I fucked up again. I couldn't. I was not paying attention. That's no doubt.
Go back.
Nope. I started too late again. Sorry.
The light shall usher in
Oh god damn it.
FBI!
Yeah.
Open up!
Oh shit, Tankard's back.
Sorry.
In.
Hold on, I'm just gonna wait for that to go off. I'll take the
I'm
damage
gonna
down.
like stand over here.
She goes in the middle regardless.
Oh, I also want my whole upstart.
Consume you.
I'm gonna hang out at 1, do the half moves. Alright, I am chained.
When it's
The box.
pre-switch.
3.
Okay. Swapping.
Oh, look at me, I said the right spot.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, I touched the orb.
You
Sorry.
touched the butt!
I touched.
The butt?
So that AoE came from me because I forgot I had the fucking puddle and I AM Palladian to dodge the puddles.
Oh. Well, I
I
didn't see that. I just saw
don't
Jin
know.
touch my orb.
And that's why there was a random puddle there
Yeah,
because the last puddle went off as I AM'd Palladian because I was like, why am I getting hit by puddles? Oh, that's
Okay.
right. I have
The one that like just appeared underneath her.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, I thought that was Frost.
No, that was me.
There was
That was
somebody
me AMing
who.
Palladian.
There's somebody who left the puddle in group on the.
I was wondering where that puddle
West
came
side.
from.
I was on your side and I left the puddle, and then I was like, shit, I need to dodge the puddles. So I AM'd to Lydian. And as I AM'd, I think the second puddle went off in the same spot, and then the last one ended up on top of everybody underneath her.
So you were taking an active interest in murdering him.
Yes,
Very much so.
unintentionally.
She could.
I don't know
she
how I
could've
feel
killed-
about Lucy.
How would we
Thought
know?
It was me.
I thought I was
Likely
doing.
story.
I thought I was doing great because I was like, sweet, I can AM away from this and just go to Lydian because he should be out of it. Not remembering that I was the one that's causing the puddles.
Alright.
These sort of like incendiary originals.
You couldn't kill Shiva fast enough, so she decided to kill everyone else.
I need you free daggers.
Lydian, please turn off your text hand.
Plus 10 damage to Ice Child.
Thank you.
You will stoke the fires of conflict.
Rip Vale. Understandable happening then.
Grab your forward to the green.
one.
Shall freeze.
What's out?
Oh, oh no, 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 no.
Oh, it's back. It's back.
Yeah.
Back behind. Someone remind me, please.
I'm trying to remember, and then
Shark and stuff.
I'll kick.
Okay. Thank you, Saint.
Is it always the opposite?
Yes.
Then I can call it up too, if I remember to.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm gonna lose my. Oh no, I'll be fine.
I'm just gonna hang out over here. Y'all have fun.
Again?
I'm glad they buff form
Stunned
shift.
by the tank.
Oh, okay.
Consume you.
Just making sure internet gremlins didn't dissolve.
No,
Tank based.
I am not orbs. I'm orbs today.
Got a one frost.
Hourglass.
Oh, oh! I hit an orb.
So we were
They had to
hourglass.
move.
2 and 3
Really?
switch for hourglass. Sorry, that was me.
No, I think I hit Kalia's orb.
Yeah. No, the hourglass was fine.
No, the hourglass was
No,
bad.
we need to
Like
go
I
back.
moved to 2, and then we had 2 people at 2.
That's on me, Violet. Sorry, I forgot it.
Oh.
But the hitting the orb didn't help either.
Okay. Because I saw the orb get hit. I didn't see what was going on without outside of my tether.
That's on me. Sorry.
The
I'm
orb,
just
the orb wiped
close-
us just a hair before we were gonna wipe it anyways.
Oh, okay.
Sir, are you ready? Okay.
I'm ready. Just making sure I'm not too loud. The last thing I need in my life right now is to wake her up.
Just so you guys know, I am crit outload deploying right before light rampant. You usually get everybody, but just so you know in case you want to double check if you get it.
Back. 3.
Buddy bit and you're seeing red.
Far enough.
Shall freeze.
Face are inwards. East west.
My god, stop putting the bundles in the group.
Front. I moved it this time. Yeah, I did it right this time.
Yeah, that was me.
I got animation locked to assassinate. That was on me again. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I also got an animation locked in assassinate.
Exactly.
Hey, me too.
Hey!
The light shall
Stop using my excuses, fuck you.
FBI.
Oh. Ah, don't just scream FBI at me. That doesn't solve all your problems.
Out. Ouch,
I'm
ouch,
sure why I'm
ouch.
facing this way, don't worry about it. Alright, gonna hang out around 1.
Light, consume you.
Me too.
Okay, I
I'm
got orb.
Box.
Middle one, Kalia.
Oh, okay. This one. Whoa!
Oh, I took a thing. Whoops.
No!
They got orb a lot. I think they're gonna get that now.
I took a thing.
I also went to the wrong spot, so that's me.
Yeah, but you need to switch if
Yeah,
the
you're-
shape in the middle is wrong.
Your initial spot is 3, but you'll have to adjust if we don't have the bow tie shape.
No, his initial spot is not 3. That's the healer
Oh,
spot.
yes?
Yeah,
no,
that's,
Kali
that's
is.
what we're saying.
Oh, I
We're
thought you were
playing-
talking to Frost. Like,
No.
No, I had an orb and I was in the wrong spot.
That's what he was saying. We're answering Kalia's question of
You start on 3 and then you may need to either move to 1 or 2. Depending on the shape that we get in the middle. So if you hear,
start
if
on
you hear
3
box,
and it's a box, you need to move to 1.
If you hear
And
box,
if
you need to
it's
move to
a
1.
hourglass shape, you need to move to 2.
and
If it's already
you
bow
hear-
tied, then you just do have the white mage one.
Does that make sense?
So, to be clear, if I have D's orb, then I just go sit on A and hang
Yes.
out.
And then, since
And
you're
then-
raging, you just go wherever.
then
Okay,
when
I'll
you
just go fuck off somewhere. It's
You
So
wanna-
if
you
you
wanna-
have
you'll
the B orb, you're gonna go to A, and then after the cones go off, the towers go off, you're gonna move it. You are going to move towards B and out that direction towards 4,
Okay.
dragging the orb kind of through the center while avoiding
we want the
northbound
orbs to be basically like,
circles.
go through the center and then come out on either D or B.
D. Okay, so you kind of want to drag them diagonally a little,
Yeah.
diagonally through the middle. Okay,
Yeah,
and
but it's
then
already going to be slightly diagonal as it goes towards you at A.
The
okay.
orbs are
It's
innately
positive.
spicy, and there's going to be towers that need to be avoided.
I mean, I saw the towers for the brief second that before the screen went white.
But no, the goal is that the orbs need to shrink
I mean,
2
like,
times before we light them off, because if we don't, they're going to explode onto the people that are on the
I get
towers.
that.
Their stacks are going to go up, and then they're going to blow up, and then Shiva's going to
understand-
blow up,
We
and then I'm going to cry.
understand that, Frost.
You understand this? You.
I think we have the blowing up part down pat. The
Boom,
not blowing up
bang,
part we need to
blow.
work on.
It's just making sure it's trying
It's
to remember
coordination.
the coordination of it. Like, we understand the mechanic and how it
Boom,
goes
bang,
on.
blast, flash.
It's a matter of just making sure we're
Screw
moving in the right places. Also, I didn't mean to clip you with the puddle, Violet. I kept moving before too early, so I held it back to make sure I didn't get clipped by the other thing that was killing me, which is why it was still there in the center.
Countdown.
I'm mistiming it.
So, Zara, can I convince you to possibly change Fall Guys?
You will stoke the fires.
Did I hear Fall Guys?
After this, please.
What is that?
You don't know what Fall Guys is?
Anna's been playing that for a while now, and I have not bothered to look into it.
Do you remember the zany Japanese game shows where they have to like climb obstacles and shit?
We'll focus on this for now.
Are there any Japanese game shows that aren't zany?
There are a few that are sexy.
Front to 1.
But yes, most of them are zany.
Lydia, please.
I appreciate that effort, Zara.
The earth shall freeze.
west.
Oh shit. Moved too early.
Behind.
My heavy just came off.
Thank you, Kalia.
The light shall usher in peace.
FBI, open up. No, I got that too.
Out. Oh, I'm gonna get clipped. Oh, no, I'm not.
Light consume you.
I guess we can work on my grade cooldowns during this. Alright, I got a chain.
Hourglass.
2 and 3 switching.
Oh, yeah, we're switching.
Go, 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 go. Alright.
Rip.
Wrong way for Frost.
Yeah, I noticed. I need to go all the way to C for that one.
So does that make sense, Kalia? Or do you need to see it more? Okay.
I believe in us.
Box. 1-3. Hourglass. 2-3. Right.
It's a little bit of a shift going from the one person who doesn't have to move to the person who probably has to move every time.
You good, Lydian?
Yeah. Or 2/3 of the time, anyways.
Okay.
1, 3.
Counters down. We'll probably give it like 1 or 2 more and then call it.
Okay.
We would stoke the fires of conflict.
Back to 4.
Shall freeze.
West.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, flipped again.
He's ready. He's ready. Get in front. Front.
Ah.
Sorry, I'm so used to her doing.
Yeah, I should have done that.
Don't die.
The light shall usher in peace.
FBI.
Such impudence.
In.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out over here. Y'all have fun.
Rip.
Light consume you.
I'm orbed.
Box.
Person.
1 and 3 swap.
1 and 3 swap.
Shit. Right here. Oh, okay.
So we had the tower people take the cone again.
Yeah.
We're gonna be a bit quicker on that swapping.
Are all the people with the orb? Were all the people with the orbs in their spots?
I had to wait
Seems
for
like
my
it,
orb
yeah.
to tether to me, so
I was in mine. It's hard to keep track of everything.
I was in mine.
Because I do believe me and Kalia ate an orb, a big light cone.
You know, whoever was on 2 ate one. 'Cause I was at A, and I got hit by mine, and then
Oh, I was so focused on Frost not moving that I zoned out. Sorry.
Yeah.
1 and 3 ate one too, though.
Ate a cone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys were like trying to swap at the time, so it's, we'll get it there.
That was my first time in like 5-6 polls that it gave me tethers.
Box.
Tethers.
Box besides.
Yeah.
You would stoke the fires of conflict.
Back to 3 feet.
seeing red.
Go how far?
Your blood shall freeze.
Place her inwards at the vanish zone.
North, south?
Oh, fuck.
Somebody trying to do a gender with you? What's going on?
Inwards.
Hang on. Oh, I fucked up. Sorry.
The light shall usher in peace.
Go away.
Such impudence.
Out. A little early on that, I got
Ugh.
Light consume you.
Alright, I got this. I'm gonna pick a random spot.
1 and 3 swap?
Oh, okay. I'm in the right spot.
Oh, I
Okay.
Okay, so we had the bow tie and then it unbow tied. What happened?
Whoever
We
was supposed to be up
didn't
first.
because like
we didn't. 1 and 3 needed to swap.
what happened was like
When I first got
one
the
tree-
tethers, I looked at it and I had my tether going across to 2 and up 1, and then people moved and turned it into a box.
it could have just been like the way things looked because like I was on 1 and Frost was sort of like hovering not quite on 4.
Yeah,
So,
I was
like,
hovering in
definitely-
between 2
it
and
definitely
4.
wasn't like it definitely wasn't going to be right at all.
By the time I hit back onto forward, there nobody was located. It was in fact a box.
Okay, well,
Hover near your
you
number.
need to move
so-
faster. Because it sat for a long time in the bow tie shape, and it was impossible for me to move in before the mechanic went off.
Hover around your number to begin. And then
Zara's dex designated
Zara and Lucine for Spicy and Frost 1.
Swap that around because I'm usually taking 1.
Okay?
Frost
Lucine,
can have 4.
Lucine and Spicy on 1. Frost and Zara on 4.
Is it okay for the orb people to just kind of wait around on the letters?
Yep.
Yes. If you don't have chains, it.
But we
As
don't
long as
know
you're-
who's going to lead. Well, I mean, I guess the debuff for chains goes off
Yeah,
a
the
little
debuff
bit.
for
sooner.
change appears a lot quicker than the debuff for orbs do.
Hover
And-
around your number. See if you don't have chains, then you can move wherever you like. If you do, then stand on your number. And
So, like,
else.
Holly and I are usually standing, like, on opposite sides of the square of 3. So, like, she'll stand on one side, I'm standing on the other. And that way we're not directly on top of each other, so we can see which one of us has the tethers, and then the person who doesn't just books it out of there.
I'm hitting the countdown.
I believe the chains debuff goes off the same time with the white stacks. It's just the names that take us in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll see it immediately on the bar.
See it. If you see a chain debuff, run straight to your number.
You would stoke the fires of conflict.
Front to 2.
Do not change your direction after this.
West.
Indeed. Stay behind.
The light shall usher in peace. Such impudence!
Out.
Light consume you.
Iron chain.
Bond spray swap.
Okay.
You're right, Vivian.
Okay. Oh! Did I touch that?
No, I hit mine.
Okay, well, the first thing went a little better.
Yeah.
Good. Also, when you get the knockback, if you're the DPS who has the baited puddles, you do not have to wait around for the flare off. So please don't. You're gonna know who it is because you're gonna be the person who doesn't have the circle.
You kind of do because if you move too far to the side, you're going to be touched
That's
by
why
it.
I see
Yeah,
Reese.
we have to.
That
we
is
actually have
literally
to
the reason why I kept dying for those few pulls was I kept trying to
Yeah, but you
get
can
in
move
position with her.
here. So if everybody's knocked back where Lucina is, you can move here, and
You should be moving towards the back of the group, so
Then-
like when everyone's running forwards, you're not doing that, but like you can't go too far out to the sides.
Because you're also making the
Which is
assumption
fine,
that
but-
everyone's markers are, you know, exact.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like the idea is you should be, as long as you're getting knocked back to the outside, you should
the
be.
biggest thing is that the people who have heavy cannot get out of the AoE if they are in the center of the AoE. There is not enough time to do it. So you need to not be in the center of the group when the puddle forms, so that there's plenty of time for the heavy people to get out. And for consistency's sake, if you're the DPS who has the puddle and you move outwards and everybody else moves inwards, then problem solved. Because even if
I mean, you could also.
where you get knocked back to, you're kind of slightly in it, there's plenty of time for with the heavy to get out of it.
Okay.
I mean, there's also sprint and like, because even though, like, say for instance, Lucine will be on top of me, I can still reasonably walk out of it without me having to use any of my movement abilities.
It just makes it like easier for people. Like you can do it, but like
I get
down.
it. I
If-
understand.
If I'm
but
casting a heal when the flare goes off, I will not have enough time to get out.
Customary
Like to let
expert.
the cast finish. And it's
those are going
super
to
easy
make
for
sense
the
to
DPS
something.
person to just move a little bit of ways. I mean, you're still gonna get hit by the AoE heal, and even if you didn't, there should be nothing hitting you if you're dodging the
That's sort of
AoE.
now. Never mind.
Customary expert. We still have an hour until maintenance.
I think I'm just gonna quickly finish my beast tribes and then I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm off as well. Catch you guys Wednesday.
Yep.
Lydia, you want an expert for the Phantasmagoria?
see you for weekly day, guys.
See ya. Thinking. I got time for a trial or normal raid, not a dungeon though.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Good night.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do a trial.
I'll join for trials too, I guess.
Oh, it's really hot. Why do gender reveal parties have to involve fire?
I'm sorry. What?
That's what happened here. That's why it's so hot here in Washington right now. There's a wildfire caused by a gender reveal party, and the same thing happened in California.
Just stop having gender reveal parties.
Yeah, they're cancer anyway, so.
Well, you shouldn't be having parties anyways because of the pandemic.
Well, yeah, but gender reveal parties are cancer. They shouldn't happen anyway. Problem solved. Also, I'm doing 9 beast tribes a day for Justice Sahagan.
It was Lydian too.
Yeah, I'm joining.
Okay.
Are y'all talking? I'm only a monk.
I'm gonna teleport to Yulmore, and then not Yulmore, Crystarium, and I'm gonna switch to Gunbreaker, glam myself.
A black mage.
Okay.
Oh, well, if you're not tanking, I'm gonna tank then. That's Paladin.
Oh wait, hang on. The adventurer in need is healer.
Oh lord, I'm picking up clams!
So the entire
Shoving them
eastern
in my
half of
pants.
Washington, which is mostly desert, is on fire.
That's fine.
It can
It's
grow
because of
back.
the lobster guy. It's because of the lobster guy in Maine.
It can grow back.
Washington can grow back.
Has someone accepted? Perhaps a paladin?
Yeah, I have. Actually, I have, yeah.
I say, whoever don't accept this queue.
Your mom's a hoe.
Is the other healer now not gonna accept? What am I saying? I just had a stroke.
I mean, same.
What do we get?
Ah, I see. The plot thickens. The lobster guy was on crack.
I would hope so.
Hey, good King Mugamog.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why, God, I've been good. I kept my gear on this time.
Well, the highest we could have gotten is like level 55 something. Because Lydian's Lydian's sub 60.
60.
Oh. He's 61.
It's a Sprout.
So-
Sprout with a cool glamour.
Let's all pick on him until he leaves. He's the reason we're here.
Oh, we have double scholar.
Oh, I don't have Umbral Hearts.
You're doing the level 50 black mage rotation.
Fire, 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 3.
Why can't I get a crit though? Bio.
Somebody's playing Scholar.
Is there a specific order that we need to kill the ads in Nolma? Or is that an only stream?
Normal
Stream.
what?
Normal.
King Mugamog. That was extreme only.
Oh, cool. Awesome,
We
just,
just-
focus
we-
the ads.
We could literally just, like, gun them down.
I think the order in Extreme was only because some had mechanics that were worse to deal with.
Yep.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, also some buffed King Mugamog more than others. Each time they died.
And I think on normal you can just flat out murder them, but on Extreme you had to keep some of them alive so that he could heal them and lose the HP.
Yeah, that's how you killed them. Was you knocked them all off at the same time?
Put the knock any of them.
Oh no.
Yeah, you gotta bring him out of the damn. Oh. There's a circle that goes on the ground. You gotta bring him out of.
See. Ah, the one from Pixie Pico, the Shaggy song.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the next raid too. It's gonna be a horrifying.
I would kill myself.
You have no idea how much I want that. I like the difference between me and Jin's opinion in there.
Okay. That's all I've got in me before I pass out.
Kill yourself. Look, I'm still a fan of the idea of King Boogabog Ultimate. That or Greg Ultimate.
Actually, I'm kind of curious where the storyline for the raid's gonna go. It kind of almost felt like you could have ended it with this raid tier.
Oh, absolutely.
Turns out they do end it with this right here.
There's no story.
That's no, that's the plot twist. This was the end.
Well, I feel like maybe it's gonna focus a lot more on Gaia and the fact that she's the Oracle of Darkness, which really hasn't made a big deal thus far.
Turns out the last
maybe
boss
we
is
end up going to like the World of Darkness again.
I got a feeling it's gonna end on a really sad note.
Oh, you mean like everything this?
Well,
Yeah, I only heard half what you said because of a big explosion.
Oh.
He thinks it's gonna end on a sad note.
Because
Because everything in Shadowbringers has ended on a sad note.
No, not because of that.
I kind of like that about Shadowbringers.
Yeah, me too.
Or bittersweet at least, like maybe.
Like, I kind of feel like there's too many happy endings in the game thus far.
At least, yeah, in Shadowbringers, it's victory with a taste of defeat. Also, do you like the names that I've given the bots?